God's intention for us was to be creative. The fifth word in the English Bible is create. The second word in the Hebrew Bible is create. It's the first inclination God gives us of who he is and what he's about. The first time we see the character of God isn't grace, isn't love, isn't forgiveness, it's creativity. Creativity evaporates between 5 years old and 18 years old. That 13-year span, most people lose their creativity and they become, I'm not a creative person. They accept that. The reality is we were all intended to be creative. Your creativity may look different, but God made you to be creative. Now, not everyone was created to be an artist. And being an artist, the biggest thing that you have to remember as an artist is you never fit in the first place, so stop trying to fit now. Just because you got older doesn't mean that it changed the way people are going to accept and treat and respond to who you are and what you do. Part of your superpower is the ability to not fit in. It's what makes you see the world different, and it's what makes you smell different, hear different, feel different, and those are the things that make what you make special. When you fit the mold, you're probably not creating something that fulfills you. When you take a risk, you're probably going to disrupt what's around you. And the great stuff's not made in safety. And so we have to be willing to embrace the I'm not enough fear to get to the place that I'll create something that is risky. If we don't do that, then all we do is become imitators, not creators. One of the biggest things that people ask is, how do I get my pastor to care about the work that I do? And the reality is, your pastor's never gonna care about your work until you care about his work. And so find ways to make the work that you do and the art you create support and enhance what your pastor does and what he cares about. And then all of a sudden he's gonna start to care about what you care about. The other thing is, where do I go for ideas? And the reality to that truth is creativity is an import-export business. When you export ideas nonstop, you run out of ideas. And at some point you have to pause and import new inspiration into the ecosystem, or else you will have no ideas. So most of the time when people say to me, I've hit writer's block or I've hit the creative wall, that actually doesn't exist. What's happened in that moment is you've exported more than you've imported. It's the same thing that drives people towards burnout. You burn out because you're exporting more than you're importing. You're not creating a healthy balance. And so whether it's creativity or burnout, you have to make sure that you're importing more than you're exporting, or you're destined to become empty.